Good morning, everybody. No, I hadn't fixed my hair. I'm going to wait to the last second before I go to church to do that. I just got it pulled up. Listen, we're going to have baby back ribs today. Let's get them out. I got 3 packages of them because they were on special. And I thought, hey, we can do leftovers. So that's why I got 3. And I paid, let me see, $2.28 a pound for them. That's pretty good. So, I'm going to open them up, open these, they're vacuum packed. And I'm going to get them out. I'm going to wash them off. When they're vacuum packed, sometimes they'll have juice and blood and all that stuff in with it. So I'm going to try to just get them out of the container. Here's how they look. And the reason I bought these instead of the others is because, like I say, they're on sale. What I do sometimes when I go to the grocery store, I have a little list of, with me, like, your staples, you know, milk, sugar, that kind of thing, flour, those are your staples. And I have those on my list. But I go back to the meat department and I see what is on special. Let me get y'all where you can see a little bit. I'm going to rinse all that blood and everything off of them like this. Just lay them to the side. I'm doing this in cold water. Like that. It's not going to take long for these to cook. And I'm not cooking them on the grill because it's Sunday and I won't put this on, I won't put this video on probably till next week because on Sundays it's hard for me to put a video on because I got so many other things going. Alright, so I've got them rinsed off and here's the pan I'm going to put them in. This comes with your oven usually. Your stove, you'll have this kind of pan. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of water in this pan right here so that it will also, not only will it cook from the top, but that water, it's going to steam in there. And also it will hold, I'm going to put this on top of it like that. And I am going to put a little bit of oil on it. We'll do that now. Okay, I'm going to spray my pan a little bit so that my Sunday afternoon washing won't be so bad. Like that. Okay. Now let's lay them on it. I'm going to lay them rib side down on there. Goodness, I hope they'll fit. What I may have to do is crisscross them. Or cut them in 2. Let's cut them. Let's cut them. That's what we'll do. We'll cut them in 2 one time, and then we know they're all fitting on there. And get through it. There we go. We'll do it like this. Now I'll cut this one in 2. And kind of lay them around like that. Rib side down. Oh, I forgot to salt and pepper them. I'm going to salt and pepper them, y'all. Let me get that done. Y'all think I'm in a hurry this morning? Well, I am. I am in a hurry. I got to get it all done. I hadn't got a lot of time to fool around on Sundays. Let me do this. We're going to put a little pepper. Like that. And we're going to do a little salt. Let me get that on there. We're going to cook them on 400, and I don't know how long we're going to cook them. Let me salt and pepper this little piece. Till they look like they're kind of pulling away from the bone a little bit. That's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to take some foil, and I'm just going to lay the foil on top. I'm not going to seal it. I'm just going to try to just lay a little bit on the top, okay? Sometimes I have to cook fast on Sundays. Let's go do this. Kind of lay it on there like that. And we'll put it in my oven, and I'll fix to turn my oven on. Now, boy, wasn't that easy? All right. Now we're gonna make something to go with it. I meant to tell y'all a while ago. Look at this cute apron. It was sent to me yesterday, and it's reversible. Look, you got this side. It's got pockets on it, and then this side. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, we are going to make us a quick little potato salad. That's what we're going to do. I like, well, it's called warm potato salad because you don't put it in the refrigerator. In other words, you're making it and you're just going to eat it right then. And that's what we're going to do. When we come back from church, we're going to eat it. So I just got me some russet potatoes here. I'm going to peel them real quick and put them in this water. And I did 1 potato for every person plus 2. And that should be plenty. I don't want to have a whole bunch left over. I'm just going to do a little bit. So anyway, in my potato salad, I'm going to put celery and little pickle relish, sweet pickle relish, because I don't want big old cubes in there. If you get the cubed pickles, they're going to be bigger. And I like just the relish. It's fine with me. I cut my potato like that down, and then I just do this, and it'll fall right in place. There you go. There you go. And that way it's real quick and easy. And so I'm going to peel these, and we'll make us a quick potato salad with it. And I don't know what else I'm going to fix, but we're going to fix something. I looked for those little baby green limas in the frozen section of the grocery store yesterday. Couldn't find a single bag. And those little baby green lima butter beans, that's what I wanted today. But they didn't have it, so I had to change my game plan. Went back to the vegetable counter to see what I could do with it. So I'll show y'all after a while what we're going to do with it. All right, you don't need to see me cut up every single potato. But my mama used to make some great potato salad. And you know, it tastes different when you first make it. When you put it in the refrigerator, it's good cold. It's good cold. I'm not saying it's not. But when you have it fresh made and it's still kind of steaming, those potatoes are still kind of steaming, oh my goodness, y'all, it is so good. I love it like that. My daddy was the peeler in our family. He loved to help Mama. And I can see him now. He'd sit, we had a little table in our kitchen, a little breakfast table, she called it. But of course, we ate during the weekdays, we ate at that table all the time. But on Sundays, we ate in the dining room. She fixed the table real pretty. Mama was a decorator of tables, that's for sure. She would have it fixed so pretty with her little cloth napkins and everything. She had some beautiful pink glasses that I loved. And Hannah picked those when Mama died, the pink glasses. She liked pink glasses. And she serves stuff out of them at her house. We think of Mama when she does that. But anyway, Daddy will sit at that table. And I think he sat there to peel. He liked to be right by Mama. And so he'd sit in there at that kitchen table and peel those potatoes or snap beans or whatever she had for him to do. And he loved it. He peeled his potatoes with his pocket knife. That's what he did. He peeled them with his pocket knife, and he had a sharpener, and he could get that pocket knife. It was like a razor. It was like a razor. Of course, mine's peeling real good, too. I don't like to use a potato peeler. The only time I use a potato peeler is on peeling carrots. And some of y'all don't even peel carrots, but I like them peeled myself. All right, 2 more potatoes, and we're going to fix to do this. I'm going to get some eggs out of the refrigerator, and I'm going to boil them with my potatoes. And some of y'all, the last time I did this, you said, oh my gosh, you put an egg in there with your potatoes? And the answer to that is, yes, I am. I ain't putting my egg in there. Why would I want to mess up 2 boilers, have to wash 2, when I can just wash 1? My Uncle Pickens used to say, and I think Walt says it too, don't work harder, work smarter. Oh, goodness. Don't work harder, work smarter. All right, here's our last potato. I like potato salad with fried chicken. I like potato salad with peas and fresh sliced tomatoes. Oh, y'all, I can't wait till summertime when the tomatoes come back in. I do love fresh tomatoes. I don't know whether to try to plant my own or just go to the curb market. I think I'm just going to go to the curb market. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so here are my potatoes. I've got them in water. And what I do is I actually salt my potatoes now. This is when I salt them. And I'm going to put, with this little bit of bit I got right here, I'm going to put 4 eggs in it. Let me get those out. Y'all just bear with me over there. Bear with me. We got some eggs here. I've got 5 eggs in there. I think I'll just do them all. These are clean. And if they're not, by the time all this gets through boiling, they will be. But I do mine like that. And then I'm going to put them on the stove over here and go ahead and turn it on. And we're going to get that going. And let me get out my stuff. We'll cut it up for our potato salad. While our potatoes are boiling, I've got out some celery. And I'm not going to put but maybe 3 of these in there because we don't have many potatoes and stuff. So y'all are stringing your celery, right? Like I taught you how to do it. And I know it's a fright looking at my hair. But hey, we're going to get it fixed in just a little bit. Let me get my lunch on. How we look comes after how we prepare for our family, doesn't it? Sometimes when they come over here, I do look a fright. Enough to scare them to death. All right, so I'm going to do that. And I do it to each celery. Look at that. Looks like my hair, doesn't it? We're going to do this. Our eggs are cooking. We won't have to cut up our pickle relish because it comes in a jar, so we'll just be good with that. They did have a beautiful, at the grocery store, they had a beautiful red bell pepper thing. And, boy, that had a lot of strings on that one, didn't it? And I did buy one. I may put just maybe a third of that pepper in this potato salad. I think that would taste good. Now, some of y'all, I know, you put a little mustard in your potato salad. Some of you put a little bit of onion, and I did buy an onion. I may put a little bit of that in there today. I don't know. You can put whatever you want to in there. And that'll be a really good thing. I like my celery cut up kind of a little bit on the small side for potato salad. I went last night. We had line dance practice because we're going to do a program. And we're trying to learn the dances. And I meant to show y'all. And we get so busy trying to think about what we're doing. Trying to stay on task. Miss Charlotte keeps us on task. She's calling out steps. And I got y'all so crooked this morning. There you go. Anyway. I use celery in a lot of dishes. I always put it just about in any kind of soup I make. That flavor of a celery is so good. And I like it a lot. All right, the potatoes are almost to a boil over here. All right, what I do is cut it in half and pull that back up there. Y'all have seen me do that before. The reason I do that is to, what? Not work harder, but work smarter. All right. Yeah, this is going to be plenty in there, in that the number of potatoes we've got. I do my peppers and everything this way, cut them up like that, and it makes it quick. Sometimes my mother used to put, and I like it, I just hardly ever do it, I don't know why I don't. She'd put a little jar of chopped pimentos in her potato salad, and I like that. Y'all can be creative with your potato salad. Just create as you want to be. All right, we got that done. All right, that's about it till our potatoes get done. So, unless we want to use a little onion, y'all want to lose just a little bit of onion in it today? Let's do. Let's just cut off a little tiny wedge of it. Let's just cut this off. We'll do this. See how that'll taste. Because y'all know I love onions. We'll just do this little bitty piece right here. That's just enough to give it some good little flavor. And I'm going to slice it ever so thin. Little bitty slivers. I hope there's enough left that I can have a little bowl of it with some crackers next week. This coming week. I had some of the sweetest people at the Cottle House yesterday that I fed. They came to spend the night with me. All right, this is boiling, so we want to turn it down now. Look there, my handle's about to come off of my pot. I need to be careful with that, don't I? All right, so anyway, they were so kind and sweet, and we laughed and talked and had a good breakfast together. One of the guys, came with his sister, his wife, and one other lady, and they came by and spent the night. And then they're headed to going on a cruise. They were from Sacramento, California, but they had come here. They're going to catch the boat in New Orleans, I think. But they're going to head to Mobile, Alabama, and visit some relatives there, and then go on from there. And I enjoyed meeting them. And then there was another lady and her daughter that came. They were ever so sweet. Just a lot of people. One of the ladies just wanted to help me do everything. She was so nice. All right, so anyway, here we go. And one man he had a chicken farm. And he showed me pictures of his chickens, y'all. His chickens, they were gorgeous. He had pictures of them. They were so pretty. The colors of them and everything, it just makes you want to have a chicken yard. But I know that it's a lot of trouble and a lot of work. George used to ask me, he wanted to build me a greenhouse. I said, no, I don't want a greenhouse. He said, why not? I said, because it's just something else for me to have to do. It's more work. And the kids wanted a swimming pool. I told them, no, I wasn't doing a swimming pool. You'd have to go to a friend's house and go swimming with them. Let their mom and daddy clean up that pool. I don't want to clean up that pool. We're going to get back in a minute. while we're waiting on our potatoes to get tender, what I do on my barbecue sauce is I buy my favorite kind. Then I put it in a pot. And I add lemon juice and brown sugar to it because it just makes it taste good. Sometimes I add just a little bit of vinegar too. But I like mine sweet, so I'm going to put, what is that? I keep that in there. Oh, that's a fourth of a cup of some brown sugar. And I'm going to put a little squeeze of lemon in it. And I also put just a little bit of chopped up onion in it. Get some of these seeds out of there. I don't want to accidentally get them in my stuff I got fixed for a potato salad. Anyway, there we go. Put you a squeeze of lemon in it. Like that. Stir it up good and cook it and get it hot. You want it hot when you put it on your ribs. You don't want no cold barbecue sauce right out of the jar. So go, doctor yours up. That's what my mama called it. She'd say, we're going to doctor it up. Okay, I'm going to use that other part of that onion that I said a while ago. We just used a little bit of it. I'm going to cut this up, and that is going to go also in our barbecue sauce. And that's going to give it an extra little kick and flavor. And you'll like it. It'll be so tender in there and good. I'm going to cut that up then. I'm going to throw it in the barbecue sauce. And I'm going to leave my barbecue sauce in the pot. And so when we get our ribs, I'm going to put a spoon in there and we can spoon us some good hot barbecue sauce over our ribs as we want to eat them. I don't put barbecue sauce on my ribs when they get done. I just go ahead and let everybody put their own. I want this kind of small. Well, Christmas is over. New Year's is over. And it won't be long till y'all can start planning for Valentine's and what you're going to do for your sweetie on Valentine's Day. You're going to cook them something good. You're going to take them out to eat. What are y'all going to do? I'm talking to you men folks out there is who I'm talking to. But now women, they can be sweet to their honey on Valentine's Day too, can't they? All right, so this is what I've got, just a good handful of onion, like that. I'm going to put it over here in my pot with my barbecue sauce. See, it's already beginning to boil some. Get it hot. I'm going to turn it on low, and we're just going to cook it till the onions are tender, and then it'll be ready. And what you can do is just take this, see, and pour it over your ribs. Oh my gosh, that's what makes it good. And if you're cooking ribs on the grill, don't just cook one little slab of ribs. You want to have enough to, if you're going to go to the trouble of cooking them outside, then you want to make sure you got plenty of them, don't you? That'd be a smart thing. Okay, y'all, our potatoes are done. So what I do is I gently take out the eggs, put them in a separate bowl. Then I'm going to take these potatoes over there and put them in the colander and let them cool off a little bit. All right, there's 5 eggs. And let's go over here and put our potatoes in this colander. Let them cool off a little bit. While we're doing our eggs. All right, come over here. I'll show you how we're going to cut up our eggs. Let me see if I can carry you with the eggs. Telling you, y'all been gaining. Ooh, that sun's coming in on me. Let me stand over here in the shade of this little wood piece that goes up my kitchen. What you want to do when you're peeling your eggs, first of all, put cold water all over them. Cool them off. Put just some more cold water over them. Cool them off. And you want to crack them all over. Put them back in the water. And you don't want fresh eggs. You want the eggs that are several days old from the grocery store. These are grocery store eggs. I've got some that the guy that came to the Cottle House with his wife brought me from those beautiful chickens. But I'm going to fry those up and have them in the morning for breakfast. I'm going to use those as my morning eggs. These store-bought ones I'll put in my dishes that I'm cooking. Alright, that one hasn't been done. Alright, if you're ever peeling an egg and you can't get it peeled, here's the reason you can't. Number one, your eggs are too fresh. You've got to make sure that they're not so fresh, y'all. And I'm putting a zillion cracks in them like that. I mean, look at that. I got cracks all over it. And you want to cool them off, and you want to save this water right here. Let me get over here where, I don't know where to get. The sun is bothering us, isn't it? Let me move this. I'll put the potatoes over there. Let's stand over here on this side. Let's see if that'll get it out of my eyes. Yeah, I can't work with the sun in my eyes. I'm telling you that. There. I know I look kind of witchy. It's okay. All right, so what I do is I take my thumb and I just do this. I just gently press all the way around it. And then when you start, you want to get, there is a membrane on that egg, and you want to get under that. There, and it's right there. It's a little thin membrane. And then when you do, it'll just fall right off. I mean, there's just nothing to it. But if your egg is too fresh, it won't work. Now put it back in my water and jiggle it around a little. There's one. All right, let's go to number 2. Didn't have enough cracks on it. And then I get up under the membrane. There it is. And it just pulls right off. There you go. See? But now if you're thinking about making deviled eggs for something and you're going to something, then buy your eggs look at that one. Look at that. There you go. It shouldn't be a big ordeal, y'all, to do your eggs. Buy your eggs at least a week before you want to do deviled eggs like that. Or at Easter time, if you're trying to do some little deviled eggs for the meal that day, please don't use fresh ones. Because if you do, you're going to be fighting it. Oh, you're going to be fighting it and fighting it. But make sure you put cold water over it and all, and it'll just come right off. And get under that little membrane. There you go. We got one more to do. We're going to mix up our potato salad, then we'll have our meal done today. I'm going to do one more little item, but it's nothing much to it for lunch. All right, there, that just comes right off. See there, you're under that little membrane. It's just rubbing right off of there. Look at that. Okay, let me rinse that one off. All right, we're ready to cut them up and put them in our potatoes. Let's get them right back in the bowl. So we've got our little eggs right here. We've got our everything out. Let's get back over here and we'll make us our potato salad. All right, here's our potatoes. We've let them drain good. Let's put that in. Okay. We've got our onion and celery. Let's put that in, sprinkle it around. Okay. We've got us some pickles right here. Let me get those out. Let me get something to dip them with. I don't know how much pickles I'm going to use. Y'all just we'll just guesstimate. Let's do, we did 7 potatoes, so why don't we do 5 pickles? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That ought to be plenty. All right, let's cut up our eggs. In it, just some little gibbles here. Doesn't have to be fancy, just cut them up. We're going to put some black pepper in here. I kind of meant to put a little bit of that red pepper in here, and I may do it. I just don't know. Probably not. The kids probably don't want it in there. I'll put it in some other dish. Okay. See those few little potatoes we put in here? By the time you put all your eggs and your celery and your mayo and all that stuff in here, it's going to be bigger than I wanted it to, actually. I didn't want to have a bunch of leftovers, but it looks like I'm going to have. I'll be eating potato salad next week. And that's all right, too, isn't it? All right, since this is warm, you want to be careful. You don't want to stir this. You want to fold it, and that way your potatoes won't get all messed up. And put a little bit of pepper. We've already salted it, remember? But I'm going to taste it to make sure. All right, let's get us 2 spoons, and we will toss this in there. We'll get these 2 spoons. And what are we going to toss in there? Our mayonnaise. Now, if you want to put a little bit of mustard in yours, then you just go right ahead. You could put your mustard in it. I like it. I like it with mustard in it too. All right, let's put a little mayo in there. What you want to do on your mayo is just don't put too much, and then when you toss it a little bit, you can see if it needs some more. I like mine creamy. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is smear this mayonnaise around before I start tossing. I want to just do it gently because I want to mix the mayo in without tearing up all the potatoes. I don't want cream potato salad. I like to get a little hunk of potatoes. Just gently do it from the side and fold it over so you don't tear it all up. All right, I can tell that we're going to need more mayo. Y'all see it kind of looks dry? So let's put in a little more. All right, let's try that. Oh, yes, that's much better. Much, much better. I like mine creamy like that. All right, that wasn't hard, was it? Now, I like potato salad with ham. I like it with chicken, pork chops, and peas, and cornbread, and all those good things. All right, let's get us a spoon and taste it and see if it's like we want it. If it's not, we're going to add to it. Well, I'll just use this spoon right here. That's what I got my pickles out with. Let's see how it tastes. That's perfect. It's ready. We don't have to do anything else to it. So we got our ribs in the oven. We got our barbecue sauce made. We got our potato salad made. I'm going to make us a little tea and set the table, and we'll be ready for our Sunday meal. But you probably won't see this till, I don't know, maybe I'll have time to put it on today. But I hope you go to church today and worship. If you're homebound and you cannot go, you can worship at home. You don't have to be in church to worship. The reason we go to church to worship is to be with like-minded people who believe like we do, and we can lift each other up, and we can encourage each other, and we can worship together and sing praises together and listen to our choir and see what message the preacher has for us this morning that he's received from the Lord. And so that's why we go to church. But we can worship anywhere at any time, all day long and all night. It's not something that's restricted to church. But we're supposed to go to church and meet with other believers. So that's why we go, and to hear the message that the Lord has given our pastor, and to listen to our choir and support each other. So have a wonderful Sunday, and worship wherever you are. If you're in a town that doesn't have a church, I'm so sorry, but you could come to worship with us online at Bethany, Andalusia. I live in Andalusia, Alabama. And listen, y'all, I hope you're watching the real me. And it's called Cooking with Brenda Gantt. That's what it's called, Cooking with Brenda Gantt. And I have over 3 million followers. So if you're following somebody that's got 45,000 followers or 85,000 followers, and it's got my video on it, it is a fake site. It is not me, y'all. It's not me. So get somebody to help you find it. The official Cooking with Brenda Gantt. And then I'll see what you write. If you're writing in on those other things, I won't see it, because I don't follow those fake sites. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. If you feel burdened today, give them to Jesus. He said to do that. He said to give your burdens to him. So y'all do that. I need to do it too. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.